Good morning. It's 4:30 a.m. I am dressed in running clothes today. I'll explain why in just a moment. I'm also not in the garage at the moment. I am in my youngest daughter Zia's room, beautiful Frozen poster in the background, and I also discovered a bowl of uneaten apples that have been here since Wednesday. So they come home tomorrow, and I figured since the room is empty, I will record in here this morning, a little bit warmer and a little bit more cozy. So thank you for joining me for day 2 of 31 Days, 31 Inspirations, the part 2 of my 31 Days projects. And I hope you continue to join me on these journeys. The first thing I'd like to do before I get into the inspiration part is I'd like to discuss a little bit of what I learned yesterday. Day 1, I learned a few things, and one of them was that it takes a long time for the video to upload to YouTube. So I decided I would do something with that time that's maybe not in my normal rhythm of the morning, and something that takes about 30 minutes. So last month when I did 31 days, 31 people, I had this little checklist, and you see I changed things around, and every day that I completed I would do a little check. And I also added this, it's a squats challenge. So I had Googled on the internet 30-day challenges, like fitness challenges, and the squats one looked like something I could give it a go. Not like I'm some squat master, but I guess that's why you start, not because you're already good at it. It takes you from 50 to 250. I only made it to 220, and then I did not continue. You can see my last few boxes are completely empty there. So a little disappointed, but so I missed a total of 5 days, the last 5 days, from 220 to 250 days, and 1 rest day. So I missed 5 days, but I picked up yesterday with a C25K. It's an app, C25K. It stands for Couch to 5K because I'm fairly inactive these days, but I want to change that moving forward. So part of what I do in my coaching practice, where I help people design their life, is I help with design forward behavior, and that's something I've done as an interaction designer for well over 15 years, and it's something that you can apply to your life, the same principles. So it's something that I do in my coaching practice, and I do it with my own life to, you know, try methods and see what works and what doesn't. So something that I do is, you know, I wake up, I go get my water, I sit down at my desk, and I would write, and that's what I did for the last 31 days. And this time I've switched it to this video. So that's what I do. I go get my water, I get the video set up, decide what I'm gonna do. And then I learned that it takes about 45 minutes to upload the video. So while the video is uploading, after I shoot this, I will go do my Couch to 5K app. Yesterday I did day 1, today I'll do day 2. And it's an 8-week program. I believe it's only 3 days a week, so I'll have to figure that out, and maybe I'll go back to doing some squats on the in-between days. I don't know. Rest is good too. We'll figure that as we go, and I'll report along how I'm doing and the status. And if it all works out in the end, I'd actually like to, at the end, if it all works out for these 31 days, I'd like to run a 5K. There's a color run 5K on February 28th in downtown Las Vegas. If you are interested in joining in that, that would be awesome. It would be awesome and inspiring to have people join in. So you can walk too. You don't have to be a runner. Or if you're interested in doing the C25K app, wow, then that's awesome too. So anyway, moving forward into inspirations, and I did funny things there with my hair. I just put the hood on to hide 4:30 morningness. Anyway, my inspiration today, 31 days, 31 inspirations. Somebody who has been an inspiration for as far back as I can actually remember in my memory is Eleanor Roosevelt. Never met her, of course. She was passed away in the 60s, 62 I think. But Eleanor Roosevelt, like a huge inspiration for me. She was a politician, a diplomat, she was an activist, and pretty much I loved how she's known for being outspoken. She was known for publicly disagreeing with her husband occasionally, and she was huge into human rights, not just rights for women, and not rights for different races, but human beings. She was a big advocate for the rights of human beings, and if that's not impressive, I don't know what is. And one of the things that I think inspires me perpetually nonstop with Eleanor Roosevelt, or her quotes. If you just Google Eleanor Roosevelt quotes, I think you'll be, if you're not already familiar with a ton of her quotes, you'll realize how many you are familiar with and maybe didn't realize that she was the source. But one of my favorite ones is no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. And it's just, I think it's just a beautiful saying, and sometimes we feel like people make us feel a certain way, and sometimes I think it's important to remember that we can control that. It's hard, our feelings get hurt, I totally get it, but we can control it, and I do think it's a mindset in a lot of ways. So Eleanor Roosevelt, I'll leave a couple notes in the video notes below in YouTube, and if anybody else has inspiration that they'd like to share, it can be a quote, it can be a photo, it can be a name of someone that we should do research on ourselves. It can be anything that inspires you. I have a few things that are inanimate objects that'll be inspirations a little further down the road as well, things that inspire me, and I would encourage you to share yours if you are interested. So this video has ended up being a little bit longer than I expected. I was hoping to keep these under 5 minutes. This one is running closer to the 6.5 minute mark, 7 minute mark, and I hope that's okay. I figure this is a learning process for both of us, and I think this video sequence is turning into two things. I would like to break it up into two parts. The first part being, let's report on what I learned from the day before. Did I succeed on doing all my things? You'll know if the video got posted, but the 5K part, I want to do that. And then the part 2 is the inspiration. So breaking the video up into sort of two pieces, we'll see how that goes and shift as needed. And if you continue joining me on the journey, I am so excited to have you along. Subscribe to the YouTube video. That would be awesome. Spread the word if if there are other people who want to join on this journey, if you think this could help somebody or it's just interesting, hopefully. Anyway, share the word, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 4:30.